Hi, what's going on? I'm Lupe LLerenas with Celeb Secrets, chatting with the main stars of BET Plus, Diarra from Detroit. Hi, Diarra. Hi, John. How are you guys?
Hey, what up though? That's what we say in Detroit.
So
What up? Let me get in the lingo then. So we are talking this series that has been amazing, great feedback. But for those who aren't aware, tell us a little bit about your roles in Diarra from Detroit.
Well, I play a hot mess. They call her Captain Extra because she takes everything to the 100th degree. She's a school teacher, so whether it's like taking care of her students or whatever, she goes all in. And so when a man that she had a great date with ghosts her, she goes all in on trying to find him to get an explanation as to why he would have ghosted her. And she steps into a lot of stuff. she sort of tiptoes into a mystery, and she brings her friends and her coworkers in to try to figure out what's happened to this guy. And it turns into a little amateur detective series.
I'm not as hot of a mess as Diablo, but I'm still a mess.
A warm mess.
I'm a thug with a therapist. Let's just put it like, I'm going through some things. I'm trying to figure some things out of my life. But I'm a friend of Diarra's from way back in the day when she moves back to her old home. She's greeted by myself in a not so nice way, but we get to take a journey with Danger and see what he really does represent and what he helps Diarra cope with and how to get through. So I think the audience is going to fall in love with this character.
I love this. I love that you guys go into this. And Diarra, this is also your baby because you are the creator of the series as well. Why was it so important for you to have this strong Detroit setting and perspective to this show?
Well, they always say, write what you know. And not only do I know Detroit, but I love Detroit. And I know the people. I know how complicated we can be as Detroiters. Sometimes we have that hard shell that people like to talk about. If you ever heard an Eminem song, you might be familiar with the hard shell. But inside, I think there's a lot of layers and complexity to Detroiters, to our resiliency. And a lot of that resiliency is maintained with humor, with a strong sense of humor. And I thought that would be a really fun thing to infuse into a crime comedy.
You just mentioned, Diarra, this comedy, right? It has so many layers. It's up front and centered with pretty much no filter, right? But at the end of the day, how would you think the viewer might take this show? Do you think they'll be like, yo, this is a show I'm gonna watch regularly, or it was a little too much for me, I'll catch up eventually?
I hope that they watch it regularly. It's hilarious, it's funny, it's a mystery, it's something that you're gonna have to pay attention to because you might miss something. So but at the end of the day, it's entertainment. Diarra and myself, we're parents, so we know what it's like she was saying, to only have a little bit of time to yourself and your spouse. So you want to be able to be entertained with that time. And I think the audience will fall in love with these characters. We have an amazing array of guest stars, legends like Felicia Rashad, Morris Chestnut, Lennox, John Sally. I mean, the list goes on. So, and then you're going to be able to be introduced to some new faces in the main cast. So I think the audience is going to really fall in love and want to take the journey. And you're going to be talking to the TV, trying to talk some stuff along the way.
I think audiences are going to be ready for their fix. I think people are going to every Thursday going to be like, what time is it? Is it out yet? Because we have some great cliffhangers at the end of every episode. And one of the things that I talked about in the writer's room was that I wanted the whole thing to feel like a movie, but every episode to also feel like a movie and to be a real full meal. And each episode takes you to some sort of part of Detroit that you probably haven't seen before, or introduces you to a character that's pretty interesting. And so I like episode 3, which stars Felicia Rashad. It's basically like a mini movie starring her. And so I think people are going to be like, what time is it? Is it out yet?
I love this. I love this. And was there a scene or a moment when filming the show that just felt so natural and so real and raw that you were like, wait, are we filming or is this real?
Yeah, I had that moment with this one right here. I mean, Jon Chaffin is a beast, and the character of Danger really takes us on a ride this season. It really is the arc of the season, and I think he just did some really gorgeous, beautiful work. I love working with all the cast. You know, Claudia Logan, who plays Moni. You know, we have sparks are flying in our friendship. Sparks are flying between me and Morris Chestnut. I mean, I think there's a lot of sparks flying in this show
all around.
And I had a lot of fun with everybody. I really did.
I love this, and I'm sure you can tell through the chemistry, you know, on and off as well. You were gonna say something, John?
No, I was just gonna piggyback and agree with her. I feel like everybody just brings their A+ game, and so and go into what you was about to say, like the chemistry that we had off camera shows on camera, because we really all became like a family. I mean, we text, we talk, we hang out, you know, we can't wait to see each other when it's been you know, we've been away for a while. So all that energy and that chemistry and that love, it shows up on screen.
And last but not least, since we are Celeb Secrets, what's a behind the scenes moment or secret of filming the show that we on the other side might not catch when watching it, and we should be, you know, we should be on the lookout for?
You know, it's so funny. I wanted to have a celeb secret because the thing about Morris Chestnut, who plays my soon-to-be ex-husband in the show, he gets on my nerves because people are supposed to have flaws, right? Yeah. That's the whole deal about being human. Mm-hmm. I can't find one for him. So he annoys the crap out of me. And when we have a scene together where we were in the bathtub, and I was like, ooh, I'm about to find out his flaw. I was like, I'll bet you it's going to be his feet. I bet you this fine man is going to have some crusty, dusty toes or some corns or something. And then I'll be able to say, okay, that's what it is. It's his feet. Man, even his feet were fine. I was like, this is BS. So that's the only celeb secret I can give you, is that I actually have no tea on Morris Chestnut. It's all good. What about you, John?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, Phylicia Rashad is like, she walks on water. I'm like, I don't even know if she's like for real a human being. Like,
she's AI.
She's like so esoteric. She was like just like came down from the heavens and just like did herself to us, and we were just like in awe of her. And she's like the most genuine, sweet, kind, caring human being. She doesn't walk around with that essence that she is owed anything. Oh, everybody's like, oh my God, Felicia's here, let's be on our best behavior. And she wanted to be a part of the show based off of the writing. You know,
that's so true, because we were doing a scene where we kept having to go up these steps, and I was like, okay, y'all not gonna have Phylicia Rashad going up these steps over and over and over again. And she kept being like, Diarra, stop, like I'm fine, you know, like she didn't want anybody making a big deal about her. She was an artist who came to work, and she kills it. And I think people are going to be really, really entertained when they see what she brings, because it's very different than what we've seen her do before.